Hey, Nation, back with Alex Fields at Success Computer Consulting out of Minneapolis. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good.
All
How about you?
right. Good. Yeah, you and I were talking off camera that it seems to be getting busy out there. For
Yeah,
some of the traffic patterns are getting a little busier again.
yeah. I unfortunately live really close to an airport, so for a while it was like so lovely. There was never any, like hardly ever an airplane going overhead, and now we're back to it. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, hey, this month I want to tease the audience with a course you have coming up. What can you tell us? Let's tease them, and then next month we'll be able to give them some more exacting details on how to participate.
yeah, definitely. So I'm launching a new um, uh, school, I guess, if you will, a new course online. I'm calling it the Square One Security Program. So it's heavily focused around security, and there are two aspects to it that I'm releasing out of the gate. The first aspect is more, targeted toward, managed service providers, traditional managed service providers, and helping them to update their services to become a little bit more security first focused. And so, becoming a real managed security services provider. And I see a lot of, the reason I felt like I had to make this course is I see a lot of other MSPs, and I talk with a lot of their MSPs, and I feel like a lot of them are just chasing tools and like shiny objects and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's certainly, I mean, tools can be helpful, but that's not how you implement a security program. So part of what I'm training them to do is really to follow a formal cybersecurity framework, such as from NIST or the CIS, and so I go into some detail on that as well. It's talking a little bit about how do you restructure your agreements, what are the new revenue opportunities that you might not be collecting on today that you can be collecting on tomorrow. And so that's the first aspect. It's kind of on the business side of things for MSPs. Then the second aspect is the more technical, right? And so that's where we get into how would you implement some of this stuff for your customers? How do you practice good security? And I'm focusing, primarily on Microsoft 365 there because,
Yep.
so many organizations in the SMB have those plans already, or they have some flavor of those plans. And now, recently Microsoft has made some of those really advanced security tools available in the small business world even. So for really affordable. So I don't think that there's another platform out there that you can take your security journey as far as quickly and for as less money, as you can with Microsoft 365. So, we'll discuss some things like, why it's important to implement conditional access and have a really strong device management plan. Honestly, like, one of the very first security controls you'll come across anywhere, whether you're looking at NIST, whether you're looking at CIS, it's about identifying the assets that you have in your organization. And if you can't see it, you can't protect it, right? So that's the number one thing. You have to know what you have. And the reason conditional access is such a powerful control is that never before have we been able to guarantee that the inventory that we have in our device management tool is the whole story. That's every device that's allowed to connect to your environment. So by default, right, especially in a cloud connected world, any device in the world can connect to your asset, to your cloud-based assets, and that's several billion devices. Okay, and when you turn on conditional access, it quickly shrinks that attack area down to the relatively tiny number of devices that you've enrolled to support in your organization, and that's the
Okay.
only that can access the environment. So now when you look at your inventory, that is really the total picture. So being able to audit that inventory becomes much more easy, and it's an easier service for managed service providers to offer. And as well, it gives managed service providers a mechanism by which they can deploy all their tools and know that their tools get to every single endpoint. They're not missing anything. They don't need blind spots. So right there, that's just, that's critical security control number one, basically in a nutshell. And it's kind of eye-opening that a lot of folks just don't know that these tools exist and that they're really inexpensive now. That's just one example. And then I'm using the CIS as a framework of going through all 20 controls. Now, some of those are really technical insofar as like what we just talked about. It's like more of a technical control, like conditional access. But some of them, they're going to be more like we call organizational, or you might need to have some certain policies in place, right, that people follow, certain process and procedures that people follow, and that includes end user training and things like that. So I'm going to go into some detail on on all of those elements.
Cool, man. My head's spinning. We'll look forward to double clicking down into that, and that comes out next time we talk to you. There'll be ways for people to participate in your program.
That's right.
So yeah, man, congratulations. Thank you for your time as always, sir, and keeping us keeping the saw sharp,
Yeah, for
especially the security
sure.
saw.
Yeah. And next time we talk, we'll be sure to get a discount code for your followers too. So if they wanna get down on the program, if they are an MSP, if they're thinking about starting an MSP, maybe starting their own little business, supporting customers, offering good security, they can check it out. So.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Jenny.